Hello and welcome to EdQuest. This is part 6 of our SEBI Grade A daily quiz. In this quiz series, we are discussing previous year questions, and today we are again back with 5 more questions which were asked in 2018 exam. So let us see what 5 questions are today. So first question is, consider following statements with respect to bonds and identify the incorrect. So there are 4 statements given here. Statements are as bonds price fall, yields go down. The next statement is they are fixed income instruments. Third statement is owners of the bonds are creditors. And last statement is at maturity, principal amount is paid in full. So out of these 4 statements, statement 1 is wrong, which says as bonds price fall, yields go down. So this is a wrong statement, and I'll explain only this particular part, prices of bonds and yields. I'm not going to go in all 3 other statements because it will take too long for this to explain. So let us see what this particular statement says. So one statement says as price falls, yields go down. Okay, so this is a statement. To answer you in a single statement, always remember bond price and yield are always inversely related. So whenever bond price goes up, yield comes down, or and vice versa. So this is not down, this should have been up. That is why this is an incorrect statement. Now let us understand what is this fund of bond price, and most importantly what is this yield. So for the discussion of the question, let us consider there is a government security, a dated government security of tenure 10 years. Face value of bond is, let us say, 1000 rupees, and you will get coupon or coupon rate, call you whatever for the sake of convenience, 80 rupees, or which perfectly translates to 8%. Now kindly do not confuse yourself between yield and coupon rate. I'll explain further how these are different, right? So every single year, as long as you hold the bond, you will get your 80 rupees no matter what, right? So this makes it as a fixed instrument, which was, I guess, statement 2. That is, sorry, they are fixed income instruments, right? So I'll draw it again. So this is 0th year, T0 say, this is 10th year, face value is say 1000, coupon rate or coupon is 80 or 8%, call it whatever for now. Okay, so let us plot one table. All this as bond price, this is coupon, whatever you are giving, and this is, let us for now call it as return or yield. So what did we say? And for now I will assume you owe on the bond, right? So price of bond is 1000 rupees. What government is promising you? Government said that every year we will give you 8% or 80 rupees. So what coupon you are going to get is 80 rupees. So ultimately this translates to a return or yield of 8%. So for now, do not consider this coupon rate because that will confuse things further. I'll some other day explain what this coupon and coupon rate, how they differ or why they are same or different and when we use them, right? So return, consider return as 8%. You are holding this bond for this particular year and you will get a return of 8%. Now for some reason you end up thinking that you have invested this 1000 rupees and receiving 80 rupees against that investment is totally not worthy. right? You find it an expensive affair and you really do not want to hold this particular bond anymore. So what natural tendency would be that you will find someone who will buy this bond and you will get your money back. So now I come in picture and I tell you, see, I'm not going to buy your bond in 1000 rupees. I will buy your bond at say 950 rupees. Now why I am claiming this 950 rupees? Because I also know that, see, this is not going to be a fruitful deal anyway. So that is why instead of 1000 rupees I would ask you to sell this bond as 950 rupees, right? You sell this bond to me at 950 rupees, but from government I will anyway receive coupon of 80 rupees. So government will every year, for if I hold this bond for a period of year, government will pay me 80 rupees. Now when I have bought this particular bond for 950 rupees, and even then I am getting 80 rupees, so what return comes out to be? So return would be 80 rupees over 950 rupees. So this naturally becomes something more than 8, and to be precise this is 8.42%, right? Now you yourself can see, as price has gone down, the yield or return has gone up, and that is what precisely we are suggesting, that bond prices and yield, these are inversely related. So that is how we depict it. Bond and yield are inversely related. Another situation could be that you find that this bond, which is priced at 1000 rupees, is worth more than 1000 rupees, and I again come to you and I tell you that, see, this, you have this 1000 rupees bond, you sell it to me at 1050. No matter what, I will buy it, and if I do this particular deal, I still will receive 80 rupees only from the government, and in that case my return would fall below 8%. To be precise, again, it will be somewhere between 7.6%. so in this case again you can see return, yield or return has fallen. So always remember, yield is something which you will, which an investor will realize. This is the return. In very formal words we define it as return an investor will realize, right? So you can see, as bonds price has gone up, return has come down, and that is what exactly the statement suggested. That is what exactly bond prices and yields are related, they are inversely related. So this was about bond price and its yield and how they are inversely related. Now there are also implications of this yield going down or yield going up. To tell you briefly, whenever yield goes up, it is not a good sign for economy, because it reflects that investors have less, or the current investor total market sentiment is somewhat less towards that particular bond or current economic situation, and that is why people are not willing to hold that particular instrument for a long, and they are selling it off at whatever price they can. So they will ultimately sell it at even a lower price. So that is what it reflects. Regarding economy, there is a lot of discussion again on this, and when we will discuss bonds separately, we will exclusively discuss bonds. We'll then discuss yields, then we will discuss various types of yield, that is yield to maturity, yield to call, what and what not. And in that particular discussion I'll also explain how this altogether works. So I hope for the perspective of question I have answered enough. If you have any further question, you can ask me. Then there is next question. So the question reads, which of the following is not a revenue receipt? So given options are interest received on loans, dividend by PSU, taxes, money received through small saving schemes. So this money received through small saving schemes is not a revenue receipt, whereas the rest of these are revenue receipts. And if you are very clear with capital receipt or capital part of the budget or revenue part of the budget, you will like very easily get this question. So that was an easy question if you have your concepts right. So let's move to next question. Next question is minimum maturity period for foreign currency convertible bonds is. Again, somewhat like, I won't say it as a simple question because these are some uh, regulation related questions which we do not generally go through, but for the question there is enough material available if you read proper material. So this is particularly regarding external commercial borrowing. Shortly we call them ECBs. So all is FCCB or say FCEB or any other kind of external borrowing. So there is only one regulation, I guess, by there is, I'm like, whatever I have read, there is only one regulation regarding all these things, all everything. FCB, FCEB, ECB, all are dealt by one regulation, and that regulation is given by Reserve Bank of India. So in that particular regulation, what Reserve Bank of India says, that any kind of external commercial borrowing, uh, a 10-year of or minimum maturity period for that would be minimum of 3 years. So that is why answer to this is 3 years. And that was precisely like, we cannot go in further details regarding that particular regulation because that would be too much to go after. And so I'll like end discussion for this question here only. Let's move to next question. Next question is 15 Finance Commission is chaired by. Another question which is like just served on your platter. So options are YV Reddy, Vijay Kekar, KN Singh, D Subbarao, none of this. And kindly never go wrong on such questions. These are very simple questions. All your competitors, all your serious competitors would do these questions right, and that is why you also must do these questions right and always know these particular facts very well. Answer to this question is NK Singh. Next question is again similar kind of questions. Who is the chairman of SEBI? Again answer is Ajay Tyagi. Ajay Tyagi is chairman of SEBI currently. His tenure was, I guess, extended by 6 months recently. Before Ajay Tyagi, chairman was UK Sinha. And there are another two names. Ranjit Kumar, you must be familiar with Ranjit Kumar, who is with SBI. SBI is chairman. And another name is Subhash Chandra Khuntia. So Mr. Subhash Chandra Khuntia is chairman of PFRDA. Sorry, not PFRDA, I guess IRDAI. So I'll confirm on that also. So I guess I have answered all 5 questions for today. And if you are like this discussion, kindly like, share and subscribe. Thank you.